LBC, Wave Riders. Yeah. Y'all know what time it is. Throw some fibs on it. Throw some fibs on it. Price pull back, throw some fibs on it. Got a clean setup, throw some fibs on it. Throw some fibs on it. Throw some fibs on it. Market maker lurking, throw some fibs on it. Hit the golden pocket, throw some fibs on it. Pull up to the charts like I'm checking new wheels. Everybody bullish, but I'm watching how it feels. Moon boy screaming, bro, it's going straight up. Then the 10% candle got them throwing their lunch up. Piper in the chat saying protect that capital. Stop, loss in place, every move mathematical. Wave riders surfing through the volatility. Diamond brains chilling while the crowd losing sanity. Got the V-Wap glowing, got the volume stacked. Got the market structure showing where the money at. Everybody buying tops, trying to get famous. I'm buying fear while the timeline getting anxious. Throw some fibs on it. Throw some fibs on it. Price pull back, throw some fibs on it. Got a clean setup, throw some fibs on it. Yeah. BTC King still running this town. All season whispers got the dominance down. USDT rising, everybody getting nervous. Meanwhile, I'm zooming out and looking at the perfect 4 year cycle. Yeah, we seen this before. Same panic selling every time the market gets sore. All the gang laughing, got the memes on deck. Everybody calling bottoms, we just waiting for the check. Knowledge is profit, that's the slogan we preach. Lock your fibs, use a stop, keep emotions on the leash. LBC after dark, got the candles on glow. When the market gets wild, that's when the wave riders show. Red candles, green candles, up and down, round and round. Market maker trying to shake me out. I ain't leaving, I know what this game's about. Throw some fibs on it, throw some fibs on it. Golden pocket hit, throw some fibs on it. Wave rider drill, throw some fibs on it. Throw some fibs on it, throw some fibs on it. Bear trap spring, throw some fibs on it. Bull run loading, throw some fibs on it. LBC, Piper Academy, Wave Riders, Diamond Brain, throw some fibs on it.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto, where we ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. Thank you all for joining me. I do greatly appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind going ahead and smashing up that like button before we even get into it, that would be greatly appreciated. Guys, we are dumping currently. We are at $61,700, $680, 676, 658, 659, 657, 611, 600, 500, 540. Guys, we are dropping. We are sitting at the 200-week simple moving average. 200-week simple moving average is right below us. This point right here. Zooming on out. Gotta find a different chart. For some reason, it doesn't show it on Bitstamp. Dropping below the 200-week. Getting to the 200-week. This tends to be where tends to be a good time to buy. Not financial advice. Please do your own research and all that good jazz. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. But historically speaking, dropping below the 200-week has been, or dropping to the 200-week and dropping below has been an amazing time to buy. And we are there now. That is where we are. We are at the 200-week SMA. What do you say? You want to go eat some hay down by the bay? What's going on? Where is everybody? Did I miss something? Is something happening that I missed? Are we okay? Dumping, dumping. What's going on? Let's see. Everybody's been talking about others being strong. Oh no! Look at that. Oh no. Others is it's so strong. So strong. Yeah, not so much. Not so much anymore. What a dump. What a dump. This is capitulation, guys. This is capitulation. These tend to be the best times to buy. Of course, you got to wait for the dust to settle, in my opinion. You've got to see what happens here. And you kind of want some confirmation on higher time frames. But right now, sitting here on the 15-minute, we are pretty much bottomed out on our money flow. We are also bottomed out on our momentum. It can't go any lower. It's trying, but it can't do it. RSI also showing a nice bottoming structure. We are also potentially here on the 15-minute putting in a bullish divergence. We already put one in here on the 15-minute. You can see it right here. But that was not good enough. This is more of a longer term, higher time frame bullish divergence. We're getting it on the hourly. This is so important, guys. The 4 hour, also potentially getting bullish divergence on the 4 hour. This is what I have been waiting for. I've been waiting for capitulation into bullish divergence. That would be amazing for me. All right, so potential double bottom here. That's at this current point in time, that's the most bullish outcome is a double bottom. So, if I was to be a buyer, I'd be doing it right about here. With very minimal drawdown. Stop loss. No, but for real, where is everybody? Live chat? No. What's going on, Harp? How you doing? I guess it's just you and me. I can't even see. Do I even have any viewers? 2 viewers. Excellent. Amazing. 7 views. Is it the new thumbnail? Did that throw you off? Did that throw people off? They don't like the thumbnail? The people have spoken. They don't like the thumbnail. Coming to the midpoint of that candle, that wick. Okay. If this can hold here and then get a push off, I would very much consider putting in a pretty decent long. I would really, well, actually, I'd want to see a bounce here for this to remain a bullish divergence. Problem right now, hold on, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's go to the 12 hour. 12 hour is pretty bottomed on the money flow. On the daily, we've broken into the red here. So we are seeing bearish money flow on the daily, but we are still getting bullish divergence. So actually, this isn't even bullish divergence yet on the daily. This has got to pierce a little lower so that this can be rising. Today's candle has to push a little bit lower and then close up here. That way, the RSI, when it closes tomorrow, it holds this low and creates a little bit of a flat or even slightly upwards trend. That way, that gives us a divergence, right? Price putting in a new low, RSI putting in a higher low. That would be some bullish divergence. We shall see. So far, it has tapped the midpoint of that daily wick perfectly. Hey, what's going on, Alan? How you doing? Hey, you guys want to share the stream out? I would greatly appreciate it. Previous quarter low. Oh, we got to sweep. Previous quarter low and the current yearly low. Would be nice to sweep those. Everybody talks about previous daily high, previous daily low. Rarely do you see people, that's because they're scalping or they're day trading. Rarely do people know or at least talk about how that translates to higher time frames. Translates to the weekly, the monthly, and even the yearly, quarterly, and even the yearly. So, turning on the levels, previous quarter low is sitting right there. It'd be really cool to sweep that and then like rock it out of here. That would be super cool. Now, if we did rock it out, and if we did get a V-shaped recovery out of here, do we go to all-time highs? That would be kind of intense and insane. What evidence do I have that we will do that? None. I have no evidence that we will do that. Other than hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams. And honestly, I'm starting to feel like the most wrong-footed people right now is both the Bulls and the Bears. Why, first of all, why the Bears? Or a move like that would catch these both Bulls and Bears off guard, which is kind of what you want to see. Bulls caught off guard because they just were bullish here in this pump, right? Or upwards move, not really a pump. In this move. And then this happened. And this, once this happens, this is Bulls capitulating. The Bulls are capitulating. That is what's happening here. Alsetti Spaghetti, how you doing, Alset? Thank you for being here. Indie Rock Crypto, what's going on? Hope y'all are doing well. Alexandra G, how you doing? My love, she said, oops. What? You were so busy with family, you forgot about me? Yeah, I see how it is. Everybody just wants to spend time with their family, including myself. Thank you, Alexander G, for pinning that Discord link in the chat. Well, yeah, you did. Pinning that Discord link in the chat. I do greatly appreciate you for doing that. Wave Cypher gang here. Have a good one, bro. Oh, thanks, Wave Cypher. Mad love, man. Appreciate that. You too. You as well. What's going on, Wave gang? Wave Cypher gang. All right, so pushing lower, 56K. Now, why 56K? Let's go ahead and zoom out. We've gone over it several times now, but it's the golden pocket. So that's pretty much it. It's the golden pocket. It's between 54, whatever, 54.2 and 57,680. So like 56K. Somewhere in that range. Depends on the exchange that you're on. It's probably 56 on another exchange. Whatever. Somewhere in the middle. That's what I was going for. Okay. 56K. Now, why 56K? I mean, as far as like, why go lower? We don't have to. We don't have to. We can double bottom here. But what I would prefer is to mitigate the low, take the previous quarter and the current yearly cycle or the current year low, sweep those, and then go. I would prefer that. So at the very least, I do want to poke below 60K for a second, hot second, just a little second. And so yeah, but yeah, bears would be tripped up because I mean price is going against them. Bulls would be tripped up because they've capitulated. So if you have bulls capitulate and bears being ecstatic, that's a great recipe to start pushing that price. Start liquidating some shorts and move to the upside. Now, do we have enough shorts in the market? I don't know, because last night we were looking at it, it looked like there was a lot of longs in the market. It was almost, I believe it was almost, at some point, it was almost $2 billion worth of longs. So right now we're sitting at, whoa, where'd it go? 1.74 billion in liquidations. 1.74 billion. Average RSI sitting at about 35. Open interest at 110 billion. Jeez. So much open interest. Let's go to the super chart. Bring this up real quick. Take a look-see. All right. So we were looking at this last night. Nope, that's CVD. Where's our open interest? So open interest. Look at that. We're starting to fall now. Starting to fall. And this is the daily chart. I want to see this get cleaned, man. I want to see a rinse of open interest. That's what I really want to see. We get a rinse of open interest. That's capitulation. And it could go either way. Although, we have flipped negative on our funding rates. Shorts are having to pay longs. Aggregated spot volume. Aggregated spot cumulative volume delta, CVD candles. We see that pushing down. This is actually creating a higher low. So that's a bullish divergence. This is creating a lower low though. This is your spot volume. So this is saying spot is selling off. This is just your cumulative volume in general. Also selling off, and open interest staying kind of elevated. So perhaps what is still left in this market is longs. A whole bunch of longs. I mean shorts. Sorry. Shorts. Jesus. Shorts. whole bunch of shorts. And I know somewhere on here we can see, yeah, open interest. Yeah, where's the does anybody know on this site? I haven't looked at this in a while. It used to be a thing where you could see the ratio. Where's the ratio? Net long versus net short? It's a chart. Hold on. Net long versus net short. Where is it? Long. There it is. Long short ratio. Jesus. 4-hour volume, 17 billion? Holy moly. Wow, that's a lot of volume, bro. What is your current sentiment? Retail, whale account. Where? Extremely bearish. Whale account? Extremely bearish? Interesting. Long. So it looks like we're net short. There's one that it just shows you the percentages, man. I just need percentages. 51, not percentages, but the total number within each, which I guess is this. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out later. Hold on. Where'd you guys go? There you are. Beautiful people. How y'all doing? How you been? How's your mom and them? Say good evening to everyone else. What's going on? Simeon Davis. Hey, I know that name. Around town. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Gas went under $4 in Michigan today. Well, that's nice. We've been at about 389, 399. We've been depends on where you are in the city, 389 to like 420 or 419. Depending on where you are, but yeah. So we are at the 200 week SMA, hoping to get a bounce here. Look at that. Look at the bounce right off the midpoint of that candle. What a bounce. What a wick. That's a nice wick. That's a nice wick. What about the hourly? The hour just started. I mean, we can reverse from here. I guess we don't have to take the previous quarter low. It would just be nice to kind of mitigate it. I would prefer it. Nice Indy. I paid 7.3. What? 7.35? Indie Rock Crypto. What's going on, bro? 8 times. Wave sent me here. New stream. Who dis? What's going on? Christopher Hermune. I am Lunar Beaches Crypto, aka David, LBC, Lunar, whatever. People call me whatever they want. That one guy, whatever. Now I am just your average Joe guy that has a day job and comes home, takes care of his house, his family, his kids, well, wife, part of the family. And yeah. And put the kids go to bed. Daddy streams. I get done. And I go lay in bed with my wife. Rinse and repeat. Essentially every day, Sunday through Thursday. And yeah. I like to go over trading. I like to trade. I love trading. Been doing it for about 5 years. This is my second cycle. I am, once this apparent bear market is complete, it'll be my second full cycle. No, I guess it wouldn't technically be my second full cycle until about, let's see, I started in 2020, so I guess technically like the end of 2028. But this is my second bear market for sure. So this is like nothing to me, basically. Like I survived Terra Luna, FTX, Celsius, Three Arrows Capital. Like I survived all of that stuff. Everything became numbing. I became numb to it all after that. So it's nothing. It's a good thing I didn't lose money too, though, in that whole thing. I actually got lucky enough to sell off in October of 2021 because we had to pay off the rest of our wedding, my wife and I. So I sold and was like, I really hope I don't regret this. And then less than a month later, we topped. Or within a month, we topped. And it's like, guess it's a good thing I freaking sold. Now this right here this is Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance sitting at almost 58%. Are we trying to bottom out here as well? Kind of looks like it. Honestly, guys, this is looking, Allset might know what this kind of looks like. This almost looks like, that's exactly what this is here on Bitcoin dominance. What's it called, Allset? What's it called? We just went over this a few weeks ago. What's it called? Duality. I'm buying Multiverse EGLD. Let's go ahead and check it out. You guys throw some stuff in the chat, and we'll just give some stuff some looksies. I haven't done that in a while, so might as well. Let's get rid of this. We'll throw on, because I'm going to do quick stuff on this, so I don't want to, I need stuff that helps me see things quickly. Power of 3. It wasn't really power of 3, though. Was it unicorn? It wasn't, no, seek and destroy. It was seek and destroy. Yeah. Seek and destroy. Copy image. Paste. It's going to be blurry, isn't it? Yeah. Shrink. Thank you. Seek and destroy. So you create. I'll put this on the wrong chart. Hold on. It was the Bitcoin dominance chart? Yes. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it right there. Up, down. Do that little in here. Create the higher highs. Come up, take the higher highs. Come down. Kind of a rinse. Basically, it's the washing machine. We just call it the washing machine. You're just getting rinsed. Multiverse X. Why? Look, honest question. Why are we buying things that look like this? I understand some might consider it to be a discount. I get that. Trust me, I get it. However, the market isn't like a grocery store or a Toys R Us. Toys R Us doesn't exist anymore. Walmart. It's the opposite. It's like everybody's like, you want to buy at a discount, right? I mean, yeah, that feels great. Feels good. We're getting stuff at a cheap price. But what this is like, you could buy it and then the company immediately goes out of business. Or it can drop another. Believe it or not, from here, it could drop another 90%. I mean, and it's only down $1, a little over $1. No, kidding. That's not 90% yet. But anyways, I mean, you just never know. You just never know. For me, it's like I got to see some strength first. I got to see a push. I got to see a break of a recent swing high. And I got to see a pullback. And I got to see it hold. And put in some kind of candle here. Some kind of bullish candle. And then I would be okay. I would be okay with that. I would be okay with then taking it along. But, if you believe in a project, and you are putting in money that you can afford to lose and are willing to lose, then by all means, you do you, boo-boo. You do you. Do whatever you like. I'm just here to try and help people keep people from trying to make immediate decisions. If it's part of the plan, and it's been part of your plan, by all means, You do you. Do whatever your heart desires. 35%. Others. This was an idea we flirted with. Johnny Decembro, what's going on? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Niku Baraku. Oh, you're the one that said the e-gold. Good evening to you, Duality C, not of this world. What's going on, Duality? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Bandage, thank you for being here. This is clearance rack pricing. There you go. Yeah, this is. Yeah, we're on clearance now. We're on clearance. And look at that USDT dominance go. Now, this is the question. Not this, but this is the question. I don't know that it's going to do all of this. Seems like this might suffice. We shall see. But we have the equal highs over here. Bang, bang. Just kind of, equal lows. Boom, boom. I would like to take the equal highs and then come back down for the lows. Because this would be mega pump city. The likes we've never seen before in crypto since 2017. Funny enough, I was looking at that. Like the other day, yesterday, I think. And I was like, I don't know why, it just felt it just kind of looked like 2017. It felt like it anyway. Kind of, particularly like down in here. I mean, actually, let's go ahead and take this. Let's take a bars pattern here. I mean, yeah, take all that. Come over here. Shrink it a little bit. Quite a bit. Because I'm only looking at the market structure and the price action. I don't care about the price or the time or whatever. But you can kind of see, let me just pull this over a little bit. All right, so let's see. Initial capitulation, retrace, rollover, bounce, and even in this bounce, you come up, you come down, you come up, you come down, you come up, and you come down. You come down, you come up, you come down, you come up, you come down, you come up, and then you roll over. Capitulate. And this is part of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 6 typically rolls up into wave 4 of wave 5. This one went a little extended. And then you roll over for the 7th wave for a 7-wave crashing structure. And that 7-wave crashing structure very often marks bottoms. Now, is it we're going to the moon, all-time high bottom? Or is it local bottom to dead cat bounce to rollover? I don't know. I can't predict the future. We'll just have to wait and see. I think that's the one. Bam. There we go. Of course, this would suggest we're hitting 472,000 by September of next year. Which would just completely shatter the 4-year cycle. 4-year cycle would be absolutely in shambles after this. It would no longer exist. And there's a chance. I don't think likely chance, but there's a chance that something like this could happen. And why? Well, simply because the AI trade. If you can get rotation of just a sliver of what just one of these companies has added to their market cap, the crypto would just fly out the handles if you just got a fraction of it. Because currently we're sitting at what, 2.18 trillion in total market cap. That includes stablecoins. That's less than one of 3 different companies, 4 different companies maybe. And we can't get just a little bit from the stock market. Stock market's over here doing this stuff. And it's way bigger. And crypto's super easy to move. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying it's not impossible. It's not impossible for us to be bottoming here. And then for us to go on to new all-time highs. Not impossible. Not likely, but not impossible. Given all the money that's in the market. So we'll just have to, we just got to wait and see, man. We got to see what we do today. Looks like we're getting a nice bid here. We're already back above the wick box, the daily wick box. That's looking nice and tasty. Hey, Jesus Saves. God bless. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Getting a nice little push in here. I'm not seeing anything, though, that just makes me want to jump in a long other than a bullish divergence. It's looking okay. Money flow is still thick in the red, and dynamic reactor, even the 15-minute is still above us. So I can be patient. I can be patient longer than you can be greedy. BOJ rate decision is the only headwind now. When is that? I would love for that. When is that? I would, God. BOJ. I don't need images. I don't want AI mode. Jeez. June 15th and 16th. So 16th. A significant portion of economists and market traders are pricing in a rate hike to 1.0%, driven by rising wholesale inflation and energy cost. So how big is the yen carry trade right now? Estimates for the total size of the yen carry trade range broadly from 500 billion to over 1 trillion. However, some institutional analysis estimate the total exposure could be as high as 20 trillion when factoring in broader balance of Japanese banking and institutional assets. How much in positions? No, how I'm trying to think about how to word this. How much was, I'm trying to think, how would I word this? When the yen carry trade unwound a lot in, was it 2024? What percent of the positions? What percent of the known positions were unwound? I don't know. I can't. Brain no thinky. So it said analysts estimated that between 50% and 75% of the known speculative yen carry trade positions were unwound within a matter of days. Because the total size of the trade cannot be perfectly tracked, major financial institutions analyzed the unwinding across different market layers. So, speculative and hedge fund community, JP Morgan Chase reported that the unwinding within the speculative investing community was 50% to 60%. Global spot currency baskets, JP Morgan's quantitative strategist noted that the spot component of global carry trade baskets indicated that up to 75% of those trades had been removed. So, long-term institutional capital. So while the fast money speculative short positions were nearly entirely cleaned out or reversed, the vast multi-trillion-dollar pool of long-term institutional and cross-border yen loans was estimated to have only unwound by roughly 5% during the initial crash. The rapid unwind was triggered by a surprise interest rate hike from the Bank of Japan, coupled with weak U.S. jobs data, causing the yen to rally 11% violently and prompting a historic 12% single-day drop in Japan's Nikkei index. So a lot of that carry trade was unwound just a couple years ago, and I don't imagine they had any reason or much of a reason to wind it back up. And that was a surprise rate hike. They were surprising it, or surprised by it. So, and markets tend to, it's kind of the goal, price in the future. That is what that's what it is. They're trying to price the future. And so perhaps this whole move is setting us up for the yen carry trade, where people will see the hike and they will sell because of what happened here. Was it here or here? I think it was here. What happened here? It was this for sure. Because of what happened here, people might be like, oh, and it's kind of funny how we're coming up on that zone in particular. Everybody hits the sell button because they think it's going to be a repeat. They hit that sell button. Market makers, whales, institutions, whatever, the powers that be, moon god, fairy dust, whatever it is, they buy because you are capitulating, you are selling at lower prices, they're going to buy at lower prices, and it's going to pump the price up if that is what happens. They're going to buy because everybody else is going to capitulate, and they're going to say, bye, crypto, it wasn't nice. Or I've seen about 50 different people talk about how they've been in Bitcoin for over a decade or in crypto for over a decade. And this is the absolute worst sentiment they've just ever seen before. And it's not verbatim post, but they're like so similar. It's like, is this some kind of orchestrated FUD campaign? And that does happen. It tends to happen at bottoms. So if that is happening and we are at a bottom and we're getting all this FUD, there's all kinds of FUD. That's not the only thing. That's just an interesting thing because it seems orchestrated. It seems like it's just being put out there to orchestrate sells. Why would you do that? So that you can buy at lower prices. That's why you would do that. Why is Michael Saylor selling Bitcoin near range lows? Hmm. Hmm. Who knows? LBC OG Melissa One Love in the house. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Be kind, rewind. Otter Gang, how you doing? Am I if Wave Cipher is gonna continue to send people over, I'm just gonna have to do something about that. We're gonna have to do something about that. I don't know what. We'll see. A friend in North USA sent me a pic of BTC meal deal forms from Steak and Shake. Oh yeah. And BlackRock? Huh? BlackRock. BlackRock ain't nothing, dog. BlackRock doesn't care. They're just making money off the fees. BlackRock doesn't hold any Bitcoin. They hold like 6 Bitcoin. That's it. That's all they hold. Them being a custodian of other people's Bitcoin, which really they're not even really that, because I'm pretty sure they use Coinbase, maybe even someone else, to custody the Bitcoin. They just kind of like, I don't even know. They like facilitate people. Well, they buy BlackRock. BlackRock facilitates something. What even is BlackRock's role? Oh, they got the ETF. It's their ETF. So they don't even hold it. They don't even hold the Bitcoin. They don't have, like I said, but maybe 6 Bitcoin on their balance sheet. You know, their actual holdings. Holding for someone else, and when you're not even really holding it at all, means you're definitely not holding any of it. Okay? They only care about the fees. That's it. BlackRock uses Coinbase as custodian. Yeah, I thought so. The devil. Who, Coinbase or BlackRock? I'm going to be real with y'all. I think a lot of people uh, think way too highly of BlackRock. They own 5% of the land. No. No, 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 no. Just because you own 5% of something doesn't mean anything. It just means you're making money on it. That's all they care about. They is an AI data center digital mining company trying to build close to me. Lots of maniac. Why can't I maniacally? That's how you say it. Lots of maniacally blue hair resistance. Oh, for the data centers? Yeah, I see that. I see that. They is an AI data center. Who is they? What data center? What'd you say? When they hike BTC-ish the bed? Oh, I mean, Japan rate hike? I mean, like I said, I mean, it's possible. We can definitely see a nuke. I mean, we've got the Nasdaq sitting at all-time highs, not having a good week so far, but it also needs a pullback. It's okay if it gets a pullback. This happened this week, and then it just continued. Like, but it's gotta cool down, man. It's gotta cool down. Same with the S&P. It's gotta cool down. Looks like it's getting a cool down. That's good. That's good. And this is what we've been saying. We've been saying that the Bitcoin push lower would most likely coincide with a stock market correction. And that's exactly what's happening. So it's looking good. Gold. I don't even know, bro. Looks like it's starting to get a little bit more consolidated here in price. Demand just needs a break. Break, pull back, and then See if it can continue to rise. And I don't see why gold wouldn't continue to rise. I don't see why silver wouldn't continue to rise eventually, and copper as well, because all of these are needed for the AI trade, for AI infrastructure build out. Tesla, I saw something today about SpaceX selling like 65 billion, 70 billion or something dollars worth of their stock, SpaceX stock on IPO on launch as a 65 or 70 billion dollar funding round. It's like it's like ICOs basically. How's our 10-year looking like? Oh, good. We've come off of 466. What about our 2? 406. Technically more than a 50-point spread. The 30 years below 5%. That's good. 20-year below 5%. That's okay. People maybe starting to buy dollars again. Not that we necessarily want that, but the Dixie, it is getting that bid this week. So, and that just really means, and we can take a look at the yen. I haven't looked at this in a while. Oh, look at that. Man, it came up here, and instead of dumping immediately, it just went sideways, and then it dumped. Like, I can't even, I mean, it's been since March. It's been since March that I've looked at the yen chart, it looks like. Ooh. This is dollar to yen, which means that it actually looks kind of bullish, guys. That would be the opposite of the yen carry trade, because that's the dollar being bullish. And the last time the yen carry trade happened was this in here. It's really this, but push, and then it rolled over. But this is this tends to be a standard. This is your standard rising triangle, rising ascending triangle. There we go. It's getting tighter and tighter in here. Come on, push. Of course, that would just make the dollar stronger. Theoretically, should make the Bitcoin weaker. And man, if we could get if we got a capitulation like this, I'm backing up the truck, bro. This is a total market cap, excluding Bitcoin. So total 2. Is there a total ES? There's a others ES, or total 3ES. Total ES. Yay! Whole crypto market cap without stablecoins, $1.9 trillion. Trillion. Bull div here on the weekly that marked the bottom. No bull div here. Theory is already dead. That's okay. Maybe we can get a bottom here, or a divergence, bullish divergence. That'd be nice. But I think holding that 200-week SMA is pretty critical here. Is there a total 3 ES? Or let's just do total 2 ES. Yes, sweet. So this is all of our altcoins, without stable coins, no Bitcoin, nothing, just the altcoins. and it looks hideous. You're back testing you bearishly reject the 200 week. Now we can sit in here and, kind of just chill, chum it up a little bit. We've done it before, right? Below that 200 week, but once it broke it, nice little push in the alts. So we just got to be patient, guys. Patience, patience, patient, patient. We got to have patience. Wait, is that like doctor patience? I don't know. Nice day shorting BTC today. Alts mixed. Can't rely on shorts as much for some reason. Because we're at range lows. I can't see this being a BTC bottom if the S&P hasn't really seen a real correction yet. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely, and that's part of the equation, right? That's what we've been, theorizing here on the channel, which is like correct for the stock market or even back down to this high. You get the breakout of the high, you pull back, you got a fair value gap, and that's your confluence, and we can push higher, hopefully. We have the, what is this? 50 day? Oh, it's a 52 week. Yeah, it's my favorite. 52 week SMA pushing right along. So hopefully just a breakout retest and continuation. And hopefully that would mark our bottom. And funny enough, if this correction took just a little bit longer, it could get us into late September, early October for our Q4 Bitcoin 4-year cycle bear market bottom, which would be fantastic. The question is, are we going to have the summer lull? It could even just do that. It might bottom before Bitcoin. Okay, it doesn't have to bottom the same time as Bitcoin. They don't always bottom and top together. Wait, I did something wrong. There we go. That's not on log either. Okay, there we go. All right, so here, yeah, look at that. Here, let me just mark the bottom. 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 Well, almost everything bottomed same time here because that's the COVID crash. Let's see, bear market bottom though. Here you see S&P. What? This is weeks. This is weeks. Let me change this to candles. Let's do hollow. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks after the S&P bottoms, and 5, 6 even. This one's a little bit lower. So we'll say 4 to 6 weeks after the S&P bottom is when Bitcoin bottomed. Here, Bitcoin actually bottomed first. Yeah, Bitcoin actually bottomed first, and it held that low better during the COVID crash. Come back over here, or come over here. I need to do it different. There we go. Where are we at? See right here, S&P before Bitcoin. Can't see. There we go. Look at this bottom. Bitcoin almost well before the S&P bottomed before. But the S&P broke its old all-time high, or created a new all-time high well before Bitcoin did. Bitcoin topped before the S&P 500 did. Technically didn't top till over here. Got two completely different patterns in here. Kind of crazy. This is what and you know, when people are sitting there saying stuff on X online about how, you know, Bitcoin's never been through a bear market while the stock market was expanding. What is this? I don't know. Bitcoin's moving. Technically, it's in its bull market over here. Here's its bear market. But what's going on over here? I mean, it's pushing. Yeah, we get a correction. So what? So what? Bitcoin's always gone hand in hand with the stock market. I mean, and this is like the first ever real deviation ever. It's like, I mean, yeah, we're deviating quite a bit. We have deviated quite a bit. But what's changed? What has changed? AI trade has. Bitcoin miners literally going and doing AI things, okay? But just like here, look at this. Look at this diversion. Look at this. Now tell me Bitcoin has always gone up when the stock market's going up. It's just not true. There's a prime example right there. You see stock market going up, Bitcoin's in a bear market. But people want to act like this time is different because I don't know. I think they don't want to admit they were wrong. So they are trying to make up excuses for why they were wrong instead of just admitting they were wrong. It's always the market makers. It's always Bitcoin's broken. It's always the macro. This time's different. Meanwhile, Bitcoin is doing the same thing it has always done. And it's unscheduled, which is the crazy thing. It's doing the same thing it's always done, and it's on schedule. Like, but we want to just make up these narratives like, oh, something's weird. Something feels off. Yeah, it's called a freaking bear market, dude. It's like, it always feels weird, feels off, feels bad. Like, you don't feel good. And if you were overly bullish when you didn't need to be and shouldn't have been because you wanted the 4-year cycle to no longer exist so bad that you can't even fathom being wrong. Something had to have happened. Manipulation. Something had to happen. Couldn't just be you were just wrong. You were just wrong. But anyways, I'm past my time. Participations. We are patient market participations. I love it, IRC. But we buying though, guys. Don't be dumb. BTC will save us chuds. Nice day shorting BTC today. Oh yeah, we got you, Maddie. Now, do not get it twisted. I personally am DCAing here. Absolutely. When is a better time to DCA than at range lows? And with Bitcoin being down 50%, more than 50% off its all-time high. Yes. This is definitely a DCA zone for me personally. And not just any DCA zone. This is more we're heavier now. okay, with money that we are willing to lose and can afford to lose. And for me, it's really not that much. So, but still doing it, still buying. These are the best. Whenever it feels, in my opinion, not financial advice, whenever it feels like it's the worst time to buy is typically the best time to buy. The only reason I said what I said, the reason why I said what I said earlier about alts, especially like alts that are just like, we'll just call them their degen plays. It's kind of like, well, what are we doing here? You know, we want to see some kind of strength in those things before we go throwing our hard-earned money into those, because it's just a gamble. And I would rather gamble on something that's already got some momentum than something that might never get its momentum ever. So that's just me, though. I have more conviction in Bitcoin because I believe its narrative is much stronger, much easier to understand, and fits boomer money and mentality very well. Just saying. And it's like the early days of the internet. The early days of the internet, the adoption curve, it was slow. You had your outliers, your few percent of people that were adopting it. And then it was almost like a light switch flipped and mass adoption. It's the S curve. And right now, Bitcoin kind of seems like it's more of like, it's kind of like in that second, whatever, trying to, it's the S curve. So it's like this, you get the bump, and then you kind of start to plateau, and it kind of goes up. It's like we're like in that little plateau, maybe that little even. No, there's no dip because Bitcoin adoption just continues, but it's one of those things, man. It might end up being one day where it's just, I mean, and that's why so many people compare it to internet adoption, even though people have argued, well, it's not the internet. It's like, yeah, but it's network effects, dude. It's like the same type of deal, and it's literally on the internet. So just chill. This is how these things tend to go. It's usually like slow at first, and then it becomes a part of your life and you don't even know it, or you don't even realize it, understand it. People will be using blockchain. I think people are already using blockchain. They don't even know it. So, I mean, I know they are, I guess. I know that, Visa and MasterCard, they're partnered with blockchains, right? So it's like, and they utilize them. And I bet there's the people that use them don't even know that. Most 99% of people that use them don't even know it. And that's how this stuff goes, man. That's how new tech goes. Man, we got a nice little bounce here, so that could be the one. We'll see, but obviously, you're tired, guys. I do greatly appreciate each and every single one of you for joining me this evening. If you wouldn't mind going ahead and hitting that like button on your way out, subscribing to the channel if you are new. And by the way, we did break 1,100 subs. Woohoo! Thank you all for hitting that subscribe button and joining the Wave Riders. Don't forget to join the Wave Riders in the free Discord. Link is in the description. It's also pinned in the chat. And if you have any issues getting verified, just let me know. Shoot me a DM, and I will be able to just give you the Wave Rider role so that you can be so you can get into the Discord. I might try to talk to you for just half a second. I don't DM folks or anything like that for obvious not a scammer purposes, and don't want to get scammed. So I might talk to you for a little bit to see if you're a bot or not, but yeah. So anyways, yeah, thank you all for joining me. I do greatly appreciate it. Oh yeah, follow me on X at Lunar Beaches, and make sure you guys, if you're not already, are part of the Alexo Crypto Discord. Affiliate link in the description. Go sub to Piper Academy, Alexo Crypto, JR or Art of Crypto, TI Joe, Trade Intuition, and that's all I got. I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep, and I will catch you all in the next one. Mad love, God bless. Ride the waves. Throw some fibs on it. Bye. It doesn't work. It's not as cool when you forget to unmute the desktop audio. So I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. I will catch you all on the next one. Mad love. God bless. Goodbye. Bye.
Yeah. LBC. Wave Riders. Yeah. Y'all know what time it is. Throw some fibs on it. Throw some fibs on it. Price pull back. Throw some fibs on it. Got a clean setup. Throw some fibs on it. Throw some fibs on it. Throw some fibs on it. Market maker lurking. Throw some fibs on it. Hit the golden pocket. Throw some fibs on it. To the charts like I'm checking new wheels. Everybody bullish, but I'm watching how it feels. Moon boy screaming, bro, it's going straight up. Then the 10% candle got them throwing their lunch up. Piper in the chat saying protect that capital. Stop loss in place, every move mathematical. Wave riders surfing through the volatility. Diamond brains chilling while the crowd losing sanity. Got the V-Wap glowing, got the volume stack. Got the market structure showing where the money at. Everybody buying tops trying to get famous. I'm buying fear while the timeline getting anxious. Throw some fibs on it. Throw some fibs on it. Price pull back. Throw some fibs on it. Got a clean setup. Throw some fibs on it. Yeah. BTC King still running this town. All season whispers got the dominance down. USDT rising, everybody getting nervous. Meanwhile, I'm zooming out and looking at the perfect 4-year cycle. Yeah, we seen this before. Same panic selling every time the market gets sore. All the gang laughing, got the memes on deck. Everybody calling bottoms, we just waiting for the check. Knowledge is profit, that's the slogan we preach. Lock your fibs, use a stop, keep emotions on the leash. LBC after dark, got the candles on glow. When the market gets wild, that's when the wave riders show. Red candles, green candles, up and down, round and round. Market maker trying to shake me out. I ain't leaving, I know what this game's about. Throw some fibs on it, throw some fibs on it. Golden pocket hit, throw some fibs on it. Wave rider drill, throw some fibs on it. Throw some fibs on it, throw some fibs on it. Bear trap spring, throw some fibs on it. Bull run loading, throw some fibs on it. LBC, Piper Academy, Wave Riders, Diamond Brain.